Hello students, welcome back to social studies class as we were reading about the coastal plains and the islands, and we have just completed in our last video till the both western and eastern coastal plains. So in today's video we are going to talk about the island part, okay, that what kind of islands we have around our Indian peninsula. Okay, so let's start reading here. So the island in the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, which are near the Indian mainland, okay, which are near to the Indian mainland and are a part of India. So the islands we will talk about, those islands are the part of India and they are very closer to the Indian mainland also. So those islands are the Andaman and Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea. Alright. So let's start reading about them one by one, students. Now students, the first island which we have to read, this is the Andaman and the Nicobar Island. There are two groups of about 300 islands in the Bay of Bengal. Another island are known as Andaman Islands and the southern islands are the Nicobar Islands. So there are around 300 islands present there, which are there in the two groups. They form a union territory of India. So we have a union territory of India is there as well. The southernmost part of the islands is called Indira Point and it is also the southernmost part of India. And if we talk about the southernmost part of those islands, so it's Indira Point, which is the southernmost part of India too. Alright, and we have one of the territories there as well in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So Lakshadweep Islands, these are the group of about 30 islands and only some of which are inhabited. They are close to the Malabar coast. They also form a union territory, and these islands also form a union territory, and only some of them are inhabited. Means like only some of the islands have the place to live there. They also form a union territory. Many of these islands are made of deposits of skeletons of an animal called coral, and many of these islands are made of the deposits of these skeletons. So maximum of these islands are they are made from the deposits of the skeletons of animals which are called coral. Such islands are called coral islands. And the islands which have the deposits of the skeletons of animals are called coral islands. Now students, are discussing two islands, that is Andaman Nicobar Island and the Lakshadweep Islands. Now let's look at their position, where they are situated and located. So if you look on the western side of the western coastal plains, you will be able to see that this whole bluish circle, which is a bit dark in blue color, that is a group of islands, which is Lakshadweep Island, and again it's a part of India. Same if you look here, yes. So this whole portion is the Andaman Nicobar Island, which covers around 300 groups of islands. There are 300 groups of islands, which is divided into two parts. First one is there, second one is there. And the base part or the southernmost part, that is called Indira Point, which is the southernmost part of India, and that island is called too. Now students, after knowing about the locations of those islands, we have to just go through the life in the western coastal plains, that what kind of life people are having there. And in that we will talk about state-wise, that whatever the states it is covering, which is coming under the coastal plains, we will going to talk about those areas and state-wise. So first one is Gujarat, which lies in the northwest of India. Okay, so Gujarat is a part, it's a state which lies in the northwest of India. Its capital is Gandhinagar. Trading and farming are the main occupation of the people of state. Jar and bajra are the main cereal crops there. The other crops grown are sugarcane, cotton, groundnuts and tobacco. Now, Gujarat has several well-developed industries. It is known for its textile, petroleum, fertilizer and diamond cutting industry. So we have few industries there which are industries of textile, petroleum, fertilizers, salt and diamond cutting industry. The khadi and the handloom industry is also well developed there. So if we talk about the khadi, okay, so khadi and the handloom part, so industries is also well developed there. Dairy farming is an important industry of Gujarat. The famous Amul milk product come from Anand in Gujarat. So there is a place in Gujarat which is Anand, okay, and the famous milk product of Amul which we get from there only. Okay, so Gujarat is also famous for its dairy farming, which is an important industry there of Gujarat. So if we talk about the main language spoken there is Gujarati in the state of Gujarat. The women wear saris and lehengas, and the man traditionally wear churidars. Okay, so and there in the short jacket called the andrakhas with the colorful turbans. Turbans again, the turbans have if you have seen Punjabis, so Punjabis always wear the turban on their head. Maximum of the Punjabi. So the same kind of turban, and churidars are like the pajamas which have the structure of rings, like there are the rings at the bottom of it. It's a kind of a pant. Ahmedabad is the largest city of Gujarat. Okay, Ahmedabad is the largest city. Gandhiji's Sabarmati Ashram lies in this city, and the Gandhiji Ashram, Sabarmati Ashram lies in this Ahmedabad only. The Gir Forest, which is the home for Asiatic oil line, is an important tourist attraction here. And if we talk about the Gir Forest, it is there in that place only, and it is a home for the Asiatic loin. If we talk about Asiatic loin, so we can see in Gir Forest, which is an important tourist attraction for people. Like it's a tourist attraction. People used to come here. Now students, after reading about the Gujarat, let's read about the Maharashtra. So the Konkan coast runs through the Maharashtra. So the coast which passes through the Maharashtra state, that is the Konkan coast. The capital of Maharashtra lies on the Konkan coast, and it is the biggest seaport. And we talk about the seaport, so Konkan coast is passing through, which lies in the Maharashtra. It has the biggest seaport in India. The seabed of the Konkan coast has a large deposits of petroleum. And if we talk about the seabeds of this Konkan coast, we have a large deposits of petroleum. So the region is called the Bombay High. That's why the region is called Bombay High. You have already read about the people, dresses and festivals of Maharashtra in the last chapter. Okay, and in the last chapter, when we are reading about the Deccan Plateau, under that heading, we have just read about the dresses and the people and their festivals. Okay. So students, this is all for today's video. We are going to cover our next topics in our next video. And for till that time, please keep on learning, keep on watching videos, and do comment name section and class after this, like watching the video. Thank you so much.